Who and whom are both pronouns that refer to people used in asking questions and introducing relative clauses, but they are not interchangeable. Who and whom fall under two categories of pronouns, the interrogative pronouns and relative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used for asking questions, and relative pronouns are used to connect relative clauses to the main clauses. Let's discuss first the interrogative pronouns, who and whom, that are used in asking questions. Normally, a sentence contains a subject, which is the performer, a verb, which is the action or condition, and at least an object, the receiver of the action word, if any. The difference between who and whom is related to their function as the subject or object of a sentence. When turning a sentence into a question, who is used as a substitute for the subject, the person or thing doing or performing the action, and answers the question, who is the sentence about? For example, we have the sentence, Casey is going to the party. Casey here is the subject because she is the performer of the action word. So when we turn the sentence into a question, we replace Casey with the interrogative pronoun who. Who is going to the party? So who now becomes our subject? And if we answer this question, Casey would be our answer. Another example, we have the sentence, William Shakespeare wrote this book. Who wrote this book? We replaced William with who, so who now has become our subject. On the other hand, whom is used as the substitute for the object of a verb or preposition, the person receiving the action. For example, you gave the letter to Cherry. Cherry here is our object, receiving the action of the speaker, gave. It is also the object of the preposition to. When we turn this into a question, we replace it with the interrogative pronoun, whom. Whom did you give the letter to? Whom has now become the object of the verb give. It can also be, to whom did you give the letter? Both sentences are grammatically correct, but the second one is used more in formal English. Another example, I should address this envelope to Mrs. McKay. To whom should I address this envelope? I am going to the movies with Goldie. Goldie here functions as the object of preposition with. When turning this into a question, we say, with whom am I going to the movies? Now let's talk about who and whom as relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to add more information to the clause or sentence. The use of who and whom as relative pronouns still depends on the subject or object they replace. Let us have an example sentence. The girl hugged Candy. The girl here is the subject, the one performing the action, hugged. Candy is the receiver of the girl's action, so she is the object. When we make an indirect report and add a piece of additional information, we either say, the girl who hugged Candy is Gina. Candy, whom the girl hugged, got scared. Let's examine these sentences. Sentence 1 emphasizes the subject of the original sentence, the girl. We add more information that the girl is Gina. But someone may ask, who girl? Who's the girl? You seem to lack information here. We say, the girl who hugged Candy. But to put them into one peaceful sentence, we just add who because we are talking about the subject. We are relating this to the subject. Sentence 2, on the other hand, emphasizes the object of the original sentence, Candy. We add more information that Candy got scared. But someone may ask, who is Candy? You seem to lack information here. We say, Candy, whom the girl hugged. But to put them into one peaceful sentence, we just add whom because we are talking about the object. We are relating this to the object. We use who if you want to emphasize the subject, while whom if you want to emphasize the object of the sentence. Let's have more examples. Brent loves Daisy. And I want to add more information and highlight Brent. So, I will use who because I want to emphasize Brent, the subject. So my sentence could be, Brent, who loves Daisy, is a teacher. Brent, who loves Daisy, went on a business trip. Brent, who loves Daisy, got into a car accident yesterday. Now, if I want to add more information and highlight Daisy, I will use who because Daisy is the object in the original sentence or scenario. My sentence then could be, Daisy, whom Brent loves, is a dancer. Daisy, whom Brent loves, went to Paris. Daisy, whom Brent loves, is a fan of Taylor Swift. Now, what if we exchange Brent and Daisy's position? Say, Daisy loves Brent. Daisy now becomes the subject and Brent becomes the object. Now, I want to highlight Brent and add more information. What should I use? Who or whom? Who. Remember, who is for subjects and whom is for objects. Brent here is our object. So I might say, Brent, whom Daisy loves, is a teacher. Brent, whom Daisy loves, went on a business trip. Brent, whom Daisy loves, got into a car accident yesterday. Now, how about I want to highlight Daisy and add more information about her. I'll use who because she is the subject. Daisy, who loves Brent, is a dancer. Daisy, who loves Brent, went to Paris. Daisy, who loves Brent, is a fan of Taylor Swift. However long the sentence could be, all you have to do is relate the clause to the subject or object by putting it before the predicate. We hope you learned something. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.